Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. So I'm just eating a little snack. I have been, like I said, I've been tapping my head and my foot since I started, where's my mouse? My mouse is not showing up, so let me fix that. Well, it says capture cursor. Okay. Can you guys even see my mouse? I don't think you can. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. There's not much to do in this game, so... The mouse ran off with the cheese? What? How are you doing, Wendy? Alright. We're gonna start a new one. I was playing this the other day and was like, yes, this is such a good game.
Once upon a time in a world far, far away. In a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern. My tavern. A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
Oh, you can see my mouse. Okay, good. There it is. It's just kind of small with white on white. By the way, that is the... What otter is that? Glomp? There is no voice acting in this game, so I'm going to be doing a lot of reading. My voice is actually doing a lot better today, now that I haven't been outside. Hiya, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How are you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes. Yes, all fine and dandy. Excuse me. There is, what's it called? Some choices that we will have to make. I'm gonna let you guys decide that. I will give hints, but they're pretty easy. I had such an exciting day. Really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster. Or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome? Did it? No. But I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I get to see the same stones, the same trees, the same Amaranthian Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They don't really needed it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh. I I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would have happened if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that does that count as an adventure? No, I don't think that counts as I think that counts as a mistake. Like my reading right now. So what you're saying is that you're missing some spice? Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about spice in your life. Ah, oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes. Yes, exactly. That's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? You know, I kind of like those times, especially when the rest of your life has been chaotic. But, you know, that's just me. Like, life isn't bad, but also not very particularly fun. Have you tried visiting a circus? Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? I've actually played the demo of this game. So my first option was this. And then when I replayed it because when you play the demo, the save data doesn't transfer into the main file. So I had to go through all the dialogue again. So the second time I chose this one. We get some interesting dialogue if we choose this one. I'm going to take this one. Huh? Well, perhaps you can find something fun there. I'm not into the whole circus things. Clowns scare me. I also think they have ulterior motives. The way they look at me with their empty eyes and wide smiles, oh, scary. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if it's not to tell of a tale? Telling of a tale. How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in and day out, I live the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to the song I started writing. I am not singing. I don't sing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph, resting by the lakes. A pretty nymph? That's pretty daring. That sounds like a good song opening to me. I'm gonna go with that one. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it is nice. What? A dryad? I think dryad and nymphs are different, but I don't know. I really don't know. Dry life for dryad. Haha, very funny, Lo. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it was nice to have a flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it, because all I do is sit around and wish for things. Also, this bird poops, and I'm not exactly paying attention to it, because I'm reading, and do you know how long this took me to figure out? Lo got it. Dryads, don't they suck you into the water, though, and kill you? Or am I thinking of, no, that's sirens. Then I have no idea. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? Jeez. No, I don't think so. Oh. They're tree nymphs? Huh. I wonder how much bird poop is gonna be down there. I would love to sing about exciting magical things I encounter. Aha, character information. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. Well... Oh! I get it. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about now. Okay. Took me a hot minute there. Sorry. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I prefer if you didn't. Okay. Maybe one day I will get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I would love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a feather-light nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with the nymph? With a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I just want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? So, we're actually I'm gonna do the tutorial because it's nice. Hope the nymph is not too sappy. Right? Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron? Or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. This is literally like the hardest part of the game is right here. Welcome to my drink mix nook. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. This is Andu. He is the innkeep's familiar. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. That's what this is over here. Excuse me. Oh, you pinned the order. Yep. I did. If you want to look for specifics, check the detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for more variety results, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk on the board. What if you make the wrong one? I can easily erase with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity. No, wait. This is dexterity. This is charisma, defense, strength, and intelligence. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any reason, I can simply feed my mistake to Andu. Get it? Undo. Andu. Undo. Once I'm done, I ring the bell. Making potions today. Yes! Dryads definitely have more sap than standard nymphs. Yes, they do. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't mean to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Alright, so we open up the book. She wants Swift. So you can see on here. Oh, and these 3 mean that it needs to have 1, 2, 3 levels. Do you see these star points? This is where, this took me a bit to figure out, by the way. So what we want is 3, 1, 2, 3 in Swift. And this is Swift Strike. Alright. This one is used a lot at the beginning. And then what you want to look for is 2 others in this direction. So these 2. So you can hover over the potions and they'll light up on the purple ring. Ta-da! And then he will tell you if you got it right. How you doing, John? Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was gonna happen? I just thought you were very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. They don't actually drink. You know, we don't actually see them drink it, but you know. I made that. You made it. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared? I'm a little sick with a cough. Oh. Well, I hope you feel better. Do you have seasonal allergies or is it just like a cough? My cough is from pollen. Yay. Aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but what? Never mind. Oh. Hello. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kinds? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Oh. Alright, let's get a spoken heart. Alright, and then some defense. Spoken art, let's go. A little heart right there. This should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. He does not want 0 to crit. Almost. Okay. And he's gone. All right. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance, is what we are meant to do. Is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom feels like a bliss. That has been the embodiment of my last 2 years. Oh, it has been hell. The forest is safe? Well, kind of. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for the same freedom. Of course, I would never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. Wait, what? How has it been 25 minutes already? We haven't even gotten through the first one yet. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave though? And if destiny never meant... Man, she is straight up me right now. She's like basically me before I met Robin. What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. By your own genie, Fable, your ventures start with you. Oh, be your own genie. Thank you, Innkeeper. You are the most exciting part of my day. Okay, nighttime. Stay here to get out of her comfort zone. Yeah. Hello. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carlin? We'll go. I have no idea. We're just gonna go Carlin. It's probably not her name. You can call me Car or Lynn. Don't care less. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Car. Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quest, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No quest for me, but I have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tregarren? Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf, that's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south than these names, I'm sorry. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype had died along with the one romance novel. Erovin? Oh, that name. Okay, the town, Erovin. I thought ugh. You mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, that just splits society in two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Which one are you, Innkeep? Okay, so I went with this one first. She gets mad and offended. But if you go team vampire, you get a happier response. We're gonna go with the happier one. Ah, so you're into the fangs, are you? An Innkeep never tells. A little rascal, I like you. Likewise, what about you? Vampires. Why? The wolves are too close to my kin. And yeah, I'd rather stay away from them. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? I'd rather have a vampire. Yes. At least you could punch that and not die. Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look too much like my Uncle Dragon. Dragon. I think. Would feel bad slaying the fellow. You know, hunchbacked, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Auntie Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, the southern werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else you might help others get down with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works. On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Carlin. It's not that hard. It's either Carlin, Car, or Lynn. Oh, it's break time. Let's just go with Lynn, though I prefer full name, so we'll go full name. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just in keep? Just in keep for now. Playing hard, I see. Well, in keep, before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Alright, we are going to take a break, because I want to get up and stretch. So, we're going to pause real quick, and I will be back. So I'm walking around the house, right? And I'm just noticing the cat fur is just everywhere. My goodness. Robin literally just swept over the weekend, too. Oh, yeah, boy. The combo of a vampire and a werewolf would be a great combo. Hydrate. Okay, yeah. More hydration. Hydration is key. Maybe don't put the water bottle so far away, Amanda. Alright, let's continue. Well, Inky, before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. I don't know exactly what she meant by that, but, so what we want is the Southern Brawl. And then we want some charisma and defense. The floof is shedding. I know he's shedding, but oh my gosh. It's a little much. A drink with 0 water as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will you? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails? I don't remember this part. When does the floof not shed? Never. Never. Snail's pace? Okay. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead? It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. You know? Yeah! Also, the past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. Philosophizing? Falafels? We're having waffles. No, just kidding. You started this conversation. And I'm ending it. Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups. But sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Yes. Don't want them to go to waste. I did this the first time. We don't need to do it because she gets real snarky, so we'll just say, I got it. Thanks. Good. Good. Enjoy the lone wolfing. Alright, time to assemble a quest. So basically you get thrown all of the, what are they called? Notes, and then you have to put them together. It really doesn't matter what order. It'll fix itself. A wolf on detours. A recent Vulcan passed by the Wayfarer's End, reporting a werewolf making their way up to... Hold on. Oh, okay. Never mind. We're good. We're good. I'm still expecting one more phone call, and I thought that was it. Making their way up to Targarin from Avon. They possess potential threat to both helpless sheep and villagers. Helpless sheep. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest and save Targarin from this werewolf mayhem? Innkeep. Cool. Day 1 complete. Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn. Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the Wake. Start to the day. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Targarin? I'm going to say it wrong every single time. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who's good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. I'm good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around the woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want the quest? Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been thinking about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and a quest practically jumps at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forest. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human. But you've talked to humans before. And your silver arrows for your birthday last year. Oh, you got silver arrows for your birthday last year. And they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did. But then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. That's kind of how it works. Figures. And I have to fight a werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf. Which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if I try to shoot it with my silver arrow? I miss and shoot a tree instead, and the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable. Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. This sounds familiar to someone who lives with me. Like I'm a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. Maybe I should tell that to You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah, maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think the answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on the quest. Werewolves may not be the best muse, but it would make a great start to a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. Worms? Oh, the worms. They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start thinking more deeply about what might happen, all of my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know if it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats that they can look back on and prove their bravery. Inspirational adventurers that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mari Morgan incident, or my first encounter with the Amaryllithine Hydra, or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. We have to do all of these, by the way. Yes, the Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank God, a word didn't get around. It was my first adventure. The chance to finally escape from the daily grind. Oh, so you've been on one. What happened? Orange juice. I mean, let's put it this way. I despise orange juice. I cannot drink it ever again. So, if somebody gave me that, I would be so scared. I would die of thirst before I drank it again. An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvian spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger, a merchant up in Targarin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So, of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one strong, but stronger than the next, all in shiny armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good inspiration, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they were actually glared. But my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shiver Mire. Home to the Mary Morgan. There we go, Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Uh-oh. Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure it was still the laughingstock of everyone of their gatherings. How am I supposed to set foot into an adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them into the arms of the... Whoa! Wyvern Chimera? Chimera? Chimera. There we go. That resides in the Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. Alright, what the Hydra? Well, just a day after I arrived to guard the portal to the dream plane, Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven. But I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached I'm just going to say Hydra. And I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around. And how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set the biscuits down and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said... I'm gonna drink some water. By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are sturdy as gilded ice. Some things are charging as Leviathan sea. All chimera hate mice. All hydras love tea. Vermin aversion. I thought to myself, wow, the Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left, and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. This sounds like to me when I'm meeting some of the voice actors we are at conventions. Yes. Hello. I can't read what it says, buddy. Can you, like, lay down or move? Pick one. No, not that one. That's not an option. Thank you. I was too ashamed to set foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some tea? Yes. Let me see if I can get him. Hold on. Then you completed the quest. Hold on. He's like awkwardly sitting in a weird spot. There you go. 3 days late. Oh, now he leaves. Okay, bye. Whatever. If he comes back, I'll put it back on. If I needed an antidote, I would have died. Would haves are about as useful as the antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. It's the same as what ifs. I suppose you have a point. I'm leaving in 10. Okay. He's a cat, awkwardly sitting in a weird spot as standard. I suppose you have a point. Alright. Because I'm unlucky. Oh, I said, why doesn't anybody want to spend time with you? I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out of the whole kingdom. Everyone will pass it except for me. Yeah, I used to have this kind of luck. I get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it would have been just once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make a nice bouquet, you know? Or a hair accessory. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. Especially if the sunniest spot is an awkward place. Okay, he came back. Can I get him? He's like, he's facing the camera, but he's in the dark. So, come on, can you stay there? Okay, there we go. But me being me, I confuse them with the evil twin, the Weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping. Like a baby all day long. When I plucked them, they released spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was! Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. There's nothing wrong with picking flowers. There is if they're the wrong flowers. Imagine if I had offered them to the adventurers, or even worse, the Hydra. That would have been so embarrassing. He's like this little tiny, this flop of Fleur on the desk. Hi. I don't think gifting others flowers make them a little happier is embarrassing. And it would have made for a good story to laugh about together. I don't think they would have laughed about it with me, more at me. Maybe they would laugh with you if you choose not to run away. You seem to assign a cruel sense of humor to people that you haven't even shown, you haven't actually shown you such a thing. Flop of Fleur is floofy. Yeah, he is. It's also the camera angle. You need the paw right here. Oh, you can't see the paw. Oh, this is also my board, my arm. So he's like, it's awkward. Not everyone thinks about you the way you think about yourself. That would be nice. Innkeeper? Yes? Do you like spending time with me? Yes. Really? Of course. Seeing your face in my tavern brightens even the cloudiest of my days. Please never stop coming around. I won't. You make me feel a lot less alone. Thank you. That's because you're not alone. Not as long as my tavern and I are here. You better not go anywhere. Not planning on it. Anyhow, you seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that's not true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me. But I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find that out then. Like on a quest, for example. Don't you think I'm a little under-leveled? Do you think that'll change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't, and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is to try and help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows? You might end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even tried. There you go. After all, I'm a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quickly. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on the quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes. Good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid in your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me nimble and quiet so the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity? If I want to fight, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps it's just hungry, lost lichen, after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But, of course, I'm sure you are already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Okay, so we get a choice of either Swift Strike or Spoken Heart. My first choice was the Spoken Heart. I think. Because she's so clumsy, I figured the Spoken Heart would be better. So we're going to go with that again. There we go. And some defense. There we go. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Farming? No, wait. That sounds like I tend to a farm. There's a lot of farmers in Tregarin. And I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I have to thank you properly if I ever do end up taking a quest. So? I brought you some Phoenix chilies from my garden. They seemed like something you might enjoy. They possess natural powerful properties, magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they will grow to be fire resistant. And scrumptious can pass, and consumption can pass that on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infuses in a few days, I will take a look at all of them all together later. Oh, of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe you'll order a drink with some next time. But first, I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. I hope Fable will be alright. I hope they don't run into a clown. Or maybe they should. They could become friends. Fable, the mighty hero, and their best friend, the magical clown. Doesn't that sound good? That is where the demo ended, by the way. Alright, we are going to take a break before we talk to the brooding fellow again. So we'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry it took so long. I had a cat fur in my eye. Gee, I wonder why. Alright. You again. Me again? And you are? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, yes. I get it. Could you try to be more specific? The Spoken Heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Get him to talk eventually. Spoken Heart. Got it. I think after playing this game for at least 5 hours, I would have gotten the mixes down by now. Spoken Heart just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. Absolutely charming. Oh, these two. I love these two. Careful. You'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Not one of those... Not another one of those empty blabbers. But we prefer a different line. I'm confident to say I'm not empty. I'm all but empty. I did this one. Let's see what this one says. That's what they all say. Seems they've given you some more dialogue options than most. But that don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Wow, I think I prefer the first option. Would surprise me if there actually has some brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree, you look more delicious than they usually do. Thank you, though I should let you know I am not on the menu. He starts crying. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape? Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fellow on his shoulder is an ooze. What's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Probably tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for a story and your names? Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. Sir Alphonius Louis Frederick Duquat Dusang. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I would settle for anything that tastes like blood. Or it looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I will look for something with red in it. Oh, man, that's hilarious. All right, this one is red. The Southern Brawl. Looks more delicious. No, I am not on the menu. Oh, it cracks me up, cracks me up. I love it. There you go. Something almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious. Very alive. Maybe as a chaser, you could let me have a bite? No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Ray Frostgrip. Nice to meet you. Yeah, skip. Just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable, tough like a mountain of caves of Ur. One of those frost lagoons looks good and close enough. Coming right up. Oh, man. This one. Okay. I love Kyle. He is my favorite character in this game. Oh, and this way. As I pour it all over the table. A taste of just for you. Valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting that placeholder text? Try me later. I see you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just like how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine. Guess you earned it. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Delvmer, with my trusty axe and a good drink by me side. There I was, minding me own business, digging for good stuff, you know? Hitting gold vein early, and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly, this big ooze comes along and... I got the cat. Gone it was. It's the shifty eyes. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we can get to the part where we look for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And the sun kills you. Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? I don't know why that pops up. Did the ooze eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I couldn't call myself the best warrior, but when the ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took me shovel and dug and hit and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you get out your gold? Silly food. She dug out me. Oh. Wait. What? You were buried underground? And guess what And guess what? He was clinging onto the gold. Oh, yes! A big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Boruvia. And perhaps it can get me my darling new cape? I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was the deal again? I get you to Boruvia so ye can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return, I get the gold. Hi, Nathan. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing? But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. You're doing good? Nice. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Well, everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put my meat capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe you could find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could. Phenomenal. I could put a quest in for you, but for that, we need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you lost all your cape. I was getting ready for the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Stuviet in Boruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I can't find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It is quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then that was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric goddess Evelyn residing in Marrow Castle. That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted. Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape! Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little meanie, vicious, beautiful beast, her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. The drama on this guy is hilarious. Wouldn't that be your heart? No, I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps Innkeeper? That is your name, right? Do you think that there's a gorgeous adventurer, oh, courageous, not gorgeous, out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we could find such an adventurer. We're setting up to that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, tall towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn, Queen of Darkness, Temperess of men, Flamicio champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she might be invisible now. Alright, I think I got everything I needed. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. What's with the lightning? Not another monologue. And keep quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Now, I believe... I remember most of it. Alright, listen. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, it's this one too. Alright. Alright, Frosted Lagoon. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with the thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails you. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bad form, it doesn't work like it used to. I am out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insist on sunbathing? Oh, right. Innkeeper, do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that could also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh, that reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of Chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing, a beast made of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know that its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten that delicate bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked for a sample of its own saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh, nay. Forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'll be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me when I can walk among the mortals in the glistening sunlight once more. As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, Innkeep, while we wait for someone to do this work for him, do you perhaps have room for a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Won't wanna make Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like you gave me more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Oh, Kyle is hilarious. All right. Okay, he's looking for his cape. No, that's the Banshee. Oh, Witch's Tower. No. Usual mantle of dead snails. No. That's the Chimera. Does this one also talk about? Yeah, that's the Chimera. Okay. Wyvern Chimera, and this one. Okay, we'll write this one up. Hey there, Evelyn. On a midsummer morning, on a senile vampire came looking for his cape of invisibility at Wayfarer's End. After steadily questioning the innkeep, uncovered that that he lost his cape at his wedding where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the lost cape. Be aware, she might be invisible. Alright, and then Wyver resides in... Adventurers beware, you might be on the menu. According to Hydra... stands out to get the Cruelings, Antony Matilda, Banshee Haunted, in the rivers. No. Nope, it's this one. Alright, until sunrise, deep in the Quag Mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are valuable treasure to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce sunscreen so effective that he can walk in broad daylight. Is there an adventurer, or mouse, brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring a bucket of saliva? Okay. Day done. I'm gonna drink some water. Act 1, The Wafer's End. 3 new friends and former enemies. 59th of the week. Start the day. My shipment of infuses finally arrived this morning. I have access to some fake crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infuses now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be useful soon. Of use soon. Speaking of Fable, so Innkeep, a drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you too, Carolyn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you. I am. That seems like a given. I am just happy to see them doing well and with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So you two didn't form a party? No. Ewok. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. Do you mind? Stop. Sheesh. So I do owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was going to kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died? No. Elfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perhaps have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. I think she's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. which I did, kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Carlin. I didn't. Was there by chance. They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. So you steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on half a crest dreaming moon of the quest fable. Right. The quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I even knew shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the border of Tergarin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch glimpses of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight, which, while at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I could see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness. I am no owl. Thank gods. You're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't have effect on hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would calm her down. It confused me, all right. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person? Or an insane one? It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a what? So the confused plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked why, and I said, "Well, because stealing sheep is isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you? A guard?" I was able to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrible yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps and barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes, gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So, you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the werewolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dargan likes to wear. That old explicit. Hey, why can't I say that? What the? Youth protection age rating system is quite harsh. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. He was coping about it, but joking. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry and distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor? Cared more about the moon than with his own family. Oh my gosh, Cat. Good grief. Literally set my laptop ablaze if he had a choice. My goodness. Stop. Sheesh. Eventually he just left, ran away without a word, left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all his savings missing. Swore I was going to kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his own problems. Turns out, his solution was just to get those problems as far from everyone else as possible. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie here stopped me. I'm glad they did. How do you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, and I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I ended up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But it got them to both stop long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course. But they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. I set them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they had to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. 'Twas. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop 2 angry wolves? Oh, well. Anyway, I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out Mr. Dragon and Carlin and the miscommunication. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out that Mr. Dragon was turned. He was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting a lot of people he cared about. That's not an excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known, we would have helped him best we could. But at the very least, wouldn't have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have helped, though. That would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problems by leaving, with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things. Or Volcankin things, so to speak. Trying to figure out a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. The silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that? The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got obsessed with a cure. He still can barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he had done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they've taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of... It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one. Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together. Got offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't deserve anything strong. They don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. He's talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. Would you think they live here or something? I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. They also started a crafting something with the werewolves. Ah. Said something about it being for you and keep. Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise. That wasn't hard, was it? Well. So, a drink? Can I offer you? What can I offer you, Carlin? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean the usual. Strength never gets old. Indeed. Alright, one of those. And then some defense. Southern Brawl. Surprise! Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that'll calm me down Maybe bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses? I had a stressful day. Night, morning, sequence of events. Alright. This green is very pretty. There we go. Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're going to pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carlin, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for helping with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you later. Are you heading home, Fable? Yes. I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? Yes, very good job. Maybe you should order the drink more often. No. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day? That's a very tall order. You're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Carlin first, but I'd be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope we don't. We won't. I like this world, and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm going to head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Oh my god, I need some water. Hello. Good evening to you. This quest, it wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No. My legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on the quest. Go to the castle to get the key. I mean, yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they'd be welcome to. So you know of the castle. Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whispers, of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence, me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has. Once. Had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was here. Only here at night? Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yes. Would guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about the werewolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes. She has a lot of werewolf traps set up. But all animals seem to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so no one can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decoration bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only one thing worse than stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. Consequences being you? Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I am one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair. Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me, along with a little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I need a few stamps. Would you like some? No. Too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. raise yourself up from the shadows. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets. Secrets? I have many. Grant me one. I shall. I know this comes as a shock to you, but I was here before, just yesterday. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy I spent hours watching you from afar. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one left. Like you thought they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with hands and fast with the knife. Alright, enough secrets. You may have one of my renowned drinks, and some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. Was finally able to unpack them. Infusions? Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purpose, I think you could benefit from either a fey crystal or a frozen pine cone. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible. Eventually, and for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I also have some phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So, what dark depths of yourself would you like to explore? I fear Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature, so I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Strength I can do, and some frost armor may help with the fangs. Or perhaps a smarter route would be evade her wrath entirely. To out-stealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose, so that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. And some invisibility could help with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, Innkeep. Your wisdom is no secret, it is. Is it? Alright. Now that I have access to infusions, I have to be careful of how they interact with other ingredients. They might alter a drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape that I mix the recipe correctly. Maybe I should try adding infusion first. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, my first one I chose was actually this one with the infusion. Alright, so yeah, this one. It also took me forever to get that in the glass the first time. So with what this does, it actually adds points already there. So I just need to add one of that, and then 2. And then we have a Swift Strike. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath? No, not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something, Innkeep. then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. I'm gonna drink some water. Did you hear about my new drink? The garlic breath. Ah. Good one. It tastes like not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No. Only absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I will need one in my steps are but I won't need one if my steps are swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me, goodbye and keep. I would say a prayer that the sun would carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Except to see me again after the next sunfall. If you don't, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. Or for a bitter end. Oh, you're back! I'm taking this quest and a drink. Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep like that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No, your beds are too comfortable. It was hard to get up. Of course, my apologies. I will make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation? I think I already said that. Make something strong that will wake me up and keep me up too. Alright. I think just a regular Southern Brawl. Yeah. Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much, too. Maybe I should call this drink the Carlin? No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. I see it is my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It has been hours since I'd done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forgot who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire's sunscreen couldn't get more reckless than that. It could be by taking Elfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So the saliva's for a vampire? Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire do not mix too well. Also, if anyone just did their own quest, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that would be terrible for your business. Indeed. Does it bother you that it's for a vampire? No. Does it make you nervous? No. You mentioned that you like fangs. I did mention that I have a great sword 3 times and the size of your head. I am sure a vampire would find that impressive. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got thinking, and it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian. Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras still riches all the time, and they were created by the guardians, created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you. It's blasphemous. What you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous? Ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Ah. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. And I've always sorta wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the guardian and more about what created it. It may be a little about the chimera. It's a dragon head, right? Yes. Molded after its creator, I would guess. So let me phrase that. What is about dragons and chimeras with dragon's head? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me a bedtime story about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she also claimed she met each of the realm's keepers themselves. I had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword was one of them. Passed it on to me before she left. One day she was just gone. Think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Your family has a lot of leaving problems. At least she left our savings alone. That sword and her stories were all I have left of her. Going on a quest. It almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. Was the only one she never encountered. Ah. Had quarrels with those feline ones. Different varieties of scales. Even a cow one, I think. But never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, you like dragons? I do, they're cool. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting, very magical. Flying dragon head, interesting. Hi, Wendy. They are fascinating and magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic. And their wings. That'd be cool. I want their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I am a warrior. Don't do all that magic. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anyone. A little self-reliance don't hurt either. If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Carlin? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help. It's prepayment for me taking on the quest. Sure. You will be happy to hear that I have some incredible fusions to offer that could greatly help your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessary complicated. Let's keep it simple. Ooh, wings. Yes, wings. I really wish I had wings. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for my body couldn't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for my brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoyed a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I would need some intelligence for that. Dude, like, just listen a minute. Won't be risk it at all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of Phoenix Chill would make you fire resistant. That would be very helpful in a fight. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. How about both, right? And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either mix defense with weird chills or go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need anything fancy for the tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Okay, so... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Which one did I choose? I think I chose this one, and it didn't come out so good. Or did I choose this one? No, I think I chose this one. But we'll work on that, because I need to take a break, because I didn't take the last one. And I gotta feed the cat, so I'll be right back. Okay. Whoops, where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. Oh, I forgot to clean out the cat box. He's gonna have to wait. Okay. So, last time I did this one, it didn't work out so well. 1/2 fire damage, 1/2... No, we can't do that. So, I'm actually gonna give... this one. Because, it didn't work out when I did the strength one. So, let's try the cunning this time. See what happens. Nice. Sparkly Nebula. Figured it out. Thanks. Hope you seasoned it with some trickery. It does feel weird, like my brain is sparkling. No refunds. How urgent is that sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But then... But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I will see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that grove. Mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Alright. Third day done. Luck. Act 1, The Wayfarer's End. 4. Starlight Sonata. 6 of the Wake. Hello. Hey, Innkeep. Excuse me. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy with this hatchling season. A lot to do. Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar. Like something is amiss. I just can't figure it out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will ya? Of course. What will it be this time? Something for the wits again. You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So what I'll need instead is something to protect me from the weather or foe, so I am steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. She wants a Frost Lagoon. Huh? Could be the werewolf and the vampire. Could be. Could be. Frosted Lagoon. That actually sounds really good, by the way. Liquid steel. Just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the islands of Boreas. Boreas. I want to reconnect with some animals at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Scream Magazine. That sounds exciting. Oh my god, I swear there's a cat fur on my nose. Ugh. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But do you know what I'm most excited about? Gnomes? Gnomes? I've yet to meet a gnome on Boreas. Ah, you're pretty shy, but they craft cute little trinkets. Always wanted to have one of them for my tavern. If I run into one, I'll buy a trinket for you. Oh, thank you. I chose the other one last time. I'm gonna drink some more water. Now that we know what I'll be excited for, how about you? The geysers and the hot springs, especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a bit chilly and the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from berries and flowers, but Borean flowers is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon-cheek, green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin, along to the convention? Of course! As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach her how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormats. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. And you don't want... Wait. Huh? And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind. But I also don't want you to be late for your convention. Well then, so long, Ingeep. See you soon. That was short. Wow, the whole day went by? Hello, Fable. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Carlin's quest in the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that. She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Do you have tea? Did you have tea with werewolves? Of course! We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I have with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about their reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors echoes and distortions of the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So well, what is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Carlian was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from the time with the werewolves. Yes, I recall. It reminded me of my very first successful quest. I just don't know if I like trinkets. Oh. What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us the stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections, I imagine it to be a constellation from far away realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Aww. I think I said this one last time. I think we'll just piece her. Using a lot of imagination. Who knows, maybe there's a world out there with this exact configuration of stars in the night sky. There might be. Maybe the Little Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? Inkeep, I think you might be the one daydreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like watching them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? Last time I said the primordial sea and that she didn't really care for that. So let's go with the astral sea. Really? That's surprising. Oh, it was the same answer. Okay. Then again, you do help people change. Just like Cassiopeia. You'll have to give me your birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jaw. Are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Yes, please. Though I still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So something that'll keep me awake and agile would be nice. Do you think you'll know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Excuse me, I had a cough. And cat fur just was like right in my throat. Alright, once there's a swift strike coming up. There we go, swift strike. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here for a bit, if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Kyle! My favorite vampire. Greetings, Inkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite! Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Inkeep, say, do you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. With with winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek. I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skills. As a 3-time hide and seek world champion, I would never lose to such an underling of an inn. It is not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear innkeeper. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. Do you feel like a counselor? Snack? Yeah, he refers to the innkeep as the snack, even though he keeps trying to drink the innkeep's blood. I do feel like a counselor, especially to this one. As a celebration of a match well run, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. That has some delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that fake fa blood, please again. It also makes my burns feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Oh, Kyle is just so funny. Yeah, this one and this one. Southern Brawl. And then even the menu for that one. Some fall blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect and keep. The only thing that could make me happier would be drinking lovely tidal innkeep's veins. Vampire wants to marry the innkeeper? Maybe he keeps trying to drink my blood. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is that veritable retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's a very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It is her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of insurmountable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She deemed vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire and my hand and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun is so bad for vampires. It is! Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It is in the works. His face just cracks me up. Did you see the market later? I did! It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I could not find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in time. Very tall and brooding. Just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me into ash. Dude, can you lay down? Lay down. You're okay. Go ahead, lay down. Lay down. He's got to circle first. Okay. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. Yes! A true connoisseur of fashion He's just visiting, he said. He has some great crepe recommendations. Hopefully not a what? Paraya? Parha? I've never seen that word before. No, there's a thief. A rogue. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes! They tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. He's very cape central here. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my pasque. I have no idea. Recipe. Also a word I've never seen before. Is it good? Very much so. Then I like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me? He asked me about you. Me. Yes. Said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sing your praise, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on a well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the fa piece your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. Pareha. What does that even mean? I'm gonna look it up. A person despised, rejected, or shunned by society or a social group functioning as an outcast. Yeah, kind of, maybe, sort of. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must have been an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about the time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figure with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives only in my heart. Which you don't have, because you had it removed several years ago. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she's the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful, and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less lonely. How about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, Innkeep. Change always comes to those who deny it most. This is so true. So incredibly true. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can only occur before the stars change, it seems. I chose this one, and he got so sad, so I'm gonna go, you are hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you. As sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all of my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There is nothing greater than friendship. Do you agree? Having friends is pretty great. And nothing more fragile. True. Also true. That makes it all more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said, what was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. Okay, what did he do to her? Rhea? What did he do to Rhea? Yeah. The letter. The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it to you forthwith. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend? It would go so well with fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you will enjoy them. What? Fireworks! Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is that, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful! They're falling from the sky! Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. What? Starlight Sonata 5. Picking up the pieces. First of the astral moon. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish off those little repairs. Meteor shower? The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. That way, whoever comes in can at least get small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. Wait. Does her little turtle have a mustache? Oh, it's a nose ring. Innkeeper? Jade? Didn't think you'd show up again after the last time. No hard feelings? Remind me again who started the whole brawl? Ah, no clue, actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you to remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. I think she started it. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all the way to revel in old times, after all. Although, I brought you something I knew you'd find useful. Just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some thunder sage. Vampire would need some blood wine. Mm-hmm. Found it on one of my jobs, but hadn't had a use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful, numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't sure if it was still open. Is that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you gotten old. Ouch. Aw, don't take it personally. You've still got some of your old. I don't remember what I chose. I think I chose Spark. Appeal? What do you say, Wendy? As I drink some water. That music seems a little loud. Let me turn it down. There we go. Also, the music follows the person. Spark. Okay. Ish. That's at least something. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Thank you. Now, I'd actually like to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that'll keep my mind sharp. You never know what will come your way next. Gotcha. Alright, so this one did okay. Oh, is it time for a break? That's good. My voice could use a quick break, so I will turn that in when we come back, and I will be right back. I do remember this conversation being a bit... Not actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. Now, that's what I call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my recent gig. Your most recent gig. I finished up a job in Sayai Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge. Seal wool? At the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business. But sometimes, they got eaten. They gotta eat. But you know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Did you eat the sand? Luckily, it was only a sandworm, and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and... Snap. Gone, you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford from one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford? The seaport? Yeah. Always considered it a rather calm area. It was. It still is. Sometimes, at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list and cash out. There was no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmaid's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I am not welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country than that my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here, and naturally I couldn't resist coming to see how you were holding up. Very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit preoccupied with cleaning up the mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by those recent incidences. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Shooting stars? It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink please. Perhaps something to boost my defense. I have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Alright. Defense. A frosted lagoon. Yeah, these two. Boop. Please, enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy and strong. Flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some stars rain managed to affect Not only the tavern, but also the whole city. It must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you flex this place up. If the money's right, of course. No, thank you. I'm closing up early today, and tomorrow we'll be taking care of things. Poor baby. Oh, you mean the paladin. Yeah. My day off. Alright, Chief. The officer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else would it be? Have you seen the damage? Last I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the filaments of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average genius for me. Genesis. Cassiopeia, help me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is... Whoa. Thea Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change, lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I am very aware of when something is wrong with the filament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you. Can we just call her Ellie? Goldilocks. Ellie Goldilocks. Sure. Now, trust me when I tell you, this was more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? No. I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually, I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast, dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her, to take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminarious of the filament. Just say astral realm. That would not do the place justice. But would you know? Oh boy. It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with glistening surface, home to the creatures beyond our comprehension. It's the theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the falling of impending doom, when all the hairs on your neck stand up, and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, Innkeep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It is a matter close to my heart, figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many refer to you and your tavern. If anyone had intel, it would be you, they said. They did? Yes. Oh, geez, I just realized the epic music with her. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least to help me start with an investigation. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best. Aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all of this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and they will happily be there. You will be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, Innkeeper. Yes, Ellie? I will help you fix up your tavern. Free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So, I will be going. Maybe you'll know more about this, all this, when I return. How dramatic! Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said, the literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragons exist. Which means I'm more than confident in say that if they weren't to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid. You get work to get paid. And they just get paid without working. I wouldn't say that they're not working. Then what are they doing to help the crisis in like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Pah! Wishful thinking. I forgot about you. That thing is real? The thing around his neck. Oh boy. It is real. It's blinking. That's kind of creepy. Heyo! Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're not the only one who... You're the only one who entered in my tavern. No? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just her standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover anymore, I suppose. I have a wider variety of greetings. If it makes you feel better. Hey, Bean, give me something from your repertoire of greetings. I don't want to say that one. Ayo, bro. Cringe fail. Didn't you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, exact. Wait, what? Who are you? Who even are you? Jade. You? Inkiko. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I prefer if no one stole anything. Drake's. Got it. Can I have a drink then? If I can't have your name? Of course. What would you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery? That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. Oh. I'm not gonna deny it. This boy is very creepy. Very creepy. No worms, but perhaps it'll suit your tastes. Oh, wow, this is great. Amazing, even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that. I'm just joking. You aren't from around here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey? Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. Okay. It's short for corruption. Ugh. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian? Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame to TBH. There's nothing going on over there. Everything's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Whoa! Theft. Identity fraud. Expository. That's all goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Challenging then. Yes, and I say I was out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone I came, I'll come for you. Fret not, what happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So, what brings you here, Inkio? Iniko. This and that, you know. Zenith seemed like a cool town and cool name. Got distracted by a giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't know mounts. I'm faster on foot. That way, I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern, Innkeep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... Boom! Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Haha, me neither. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The ethereal tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. I don't know. He could be a changeling. He very could be. This is the only time I've seen him. By the way, I'm sure some egomaniac is already on the way to fix it. Needn't get my hands dirty. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means it isn't a problem. Exactly. Wow. These two, sheesh. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Inki-ko, aren't you exactly... You aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? No way. Their self-righteous and self-sacrifice hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name an adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrifice tendencies. I knew one. but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of a group I met last week in Erove. Whatever. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were headed somewhere north. Didn't really listen, didn't care. But I was nice to them, though. I was nice to them, too. You know. Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full on robes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh? Why him? Don't know. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. Wow. Checks out. So, Leviathan warned him via his teacup leaves about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings, tainting gilded sea, and dark shades of misery. Leave behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Do you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirk rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like this guy was a real psychic. I guess divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaves said, the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nested between the peaks of Dalwell. Dalwell? So it could really be true. What? It sounded like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Ooh! Tainted, gilded sea, shimmering void. Metaphors for a starlit night. If a wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But if it fits what I heard in Zoford, happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea. I thought I was just babbling. With everything that's happened recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that adventurers don't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along to fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they're just pretending to be adventurers? Maybe they were the cause of all of this, and we're just blabbing about it, thinking I'd stop them, lol. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'm gonna get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. No, it's just me and you, Innkeeper. Indeed, Eco. Have you ever thought about what happened if no one fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your own tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors to Take quests. I get it. He's playing the smallest violin. Oh my gosh, I never noticed that before. That sounds like the blurb on the back of some page turner. I think you're right, Windy. I think he's a changeling. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Well then, it's good we aren't the same. Though I could technically be anyone. Even you. Don't. Drakes. I'm kidding. Don't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't? Cool. I'm off. See if I can snatch some coins off the streets. Good luck. Don't need it any, Inky. Okay. What is going on? You know, never mind. Okay, unusual amount of undead snails now. Sparkle last night. Mark on feels not everyone. But cleric claims something seriously sinister. Ooh, psychic wizard foretold. Plum Gabe spooky. That's the sword. Banshee. No. Shambles after the night. Alright, let's try that. Aha! Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. Oh, wow. The beautiful yet disastrous star fell, left Zenith in shambles. The city and the surrounding farmlands are destroyed, and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So what exactly happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Whatever it may be, it's said that the fragments of this calamity can be traced back to Dalwall, an island of the south of Phaeocia. Oh, it's an end. Okay. This is actually perfect timing. My voice is about ready to give out. So I think we're going to leave it here. And we'll pick up more tomorrow. And see about... Oh, it's raining today. Okay. A new dawn. Well, we will start the new dawn tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for coming and hanging out. That was a lot of reading. Maybe a little too much for my voice. But I played 4 hours in one night, and I was like, I gotta get some sleep. But I want to keep playing. This is a really fun game. Like, all you have to do is click. It's great. So if you just want something super chill and easy, it's awesome. Alright, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. And as always, keep on smiling.